So guys, behind me is a wall that we will be preparing for finishing with facade panels. Let's take a closer look at what kind of interesting wall we have here. Here we can see that there will be a ceiling later. The finishing here will be done with soffits. Let's move on. Here we can observe, we used to have railings here, we completely dismantled them, but later everything here will also be covered with panels, where the railings used to be. So here we will insulate this wall. All these cornice clapboards in the roof will be dismantled, the ceiling will be finished with soffit, and the sides, as I mentioned, we will completely finish all these sides. Here, this is how everything looks for now. As for the air conditioner, I told the client to dismantle it because it will get in the way. So guys, well, we've done the demolition work. We dismantled the paneling. I'll climb up now and show you actually. Let's go, let's move. As you can see, we've cleared out all the junk. We've taken out all the unnecessary stuff, made it neat. So here we've removed the parchment, all the boards, we've dismantled them, the timber. You can see it in this condition now. Power. So here we have this kind of floor. You can't do it like this at all. With window blocks. You see the wall is tilted. You really shouldn't do it like this. Alright guys, now we're going to dismantle this little staircase. It's really out of place here, right where the foundation masonry is. All of that will be insulated there. Alright guys, we've got a little surprise here. It's getting icy, we've got some rain. We're already working on insulation. We've done the first layer, now we're going to insulate the second one. We made a little square under the hatch, we'll cut it out, then the window. That's what we've got here. It's interesting. Here's another thing. Where there are gaps between the beam and the window, it's better to seal them up. It's really neat. Here we're also insulating this wall. And here we installed a timber bar for our hanger. Later we'll make the railing there, cover it completely, and then we'll make the lathing. Then I'll show how it all will look on. So guys, well, shall we do a little review? The second layer is already insulated.
Сейчас будем заматывать мембраны, потом я вам покажу.
So, we've done some work on the balcony already. I'll show you everything later. Let me tell you something real quick. Just a moment. Here we made a little square for attic ventilation. It was very warm there. It was really warm there. So what happens is that the heat in any case passes through the membrane that we end up having there. The roof condenses, a lot of condensation forms under the roof, and then what happens next, it gradually freezes, it accumulates, the condensation builds up there, and when the thaw starts, well, when it gets warmer basically, in the end, all of this starts to drip. So, and that's very unfortunate. And we saved this house by making ventilation windows. Now the attic space here will always be ventilated, and there will be no more condensation there. Guys, why is it warm there? Why is it warm? Guess because it's poorly insulated. Basically it's kind of packed, but that's not for sure. There's a whole bunch of insulation over there, right here. But apparently the vapor barrier isn't sealed, so heat passes through it. As a result, all the heat escapes into the attic space, and where the rafter system is, the roof isn't insulated, so in the end, you get cold mixing with heat. The condensation is about like this, actually exactly like this. You see, it's like this here, look. So if anyone doesn't have a membrane, go check right away if your house has a membrane. If not, hurry up and fix it. We used to have railings here where the balcony is. We sealed all that up, installed the profile, basically did the prep work, and put in battens made from Danish edged boards. They brought low quality boards. I complained, and that's it. The client ordered good boards, but as usual received poor quality ones. So let's take a look at what we've already done here. Also, as you can see, we've already insulated here. The foundation, we had a brick foundation here. The client asked us to cut out vents, so we did that. Let's move on, let's keep going. It's minus 15 degrees. So, what do we see on this side? We also installed battens made of boards, leveled everything with a laser level, marked everything. Here on the veranda, we built a batten frame out of boards, and all of this will be finished later. Alright, let's move on. We also insulated everything from below over there. Now I'll step back a little so you can see better. Alright. Here's how it looks to us.
Так, погнали дальше. Покажу.
From here we have also the battens. We installed all the boards and fastened them. Here as well. We installed the boards. Let's go this way. I'll show you. It's not convenient.
Так, краны.
Everything is insulated like this. Over there, basically, everything is insulated too for us. So, let's move on. Let's look from this angle. Let's see. The house is already changing before our eyes. There's a lot to do on the balcony, but we'll make it beautiful, as always. Beautiful, unbearably so. Also on the ceiling here, we installed the battens and made a suspended ceiling like this. Later we'll finish it with soffits. That's how things are. So from this angle, I'll show you the house and how it looks now. Well, that's basically it. The next part will be the final result. We'll see how it turned out. Subscribe to Dennis Facade Installation, like, share with friends, join Telegram, respect to all, subtitles by Dimator Zok.